Alright, sorry I'm late. I had done told y'all I would be back yesterday, but yesterday came and passed and I wasn't here. I wasn't here, which is why my Twitter name is Elusive Father, because girl, I just don't be here when I say I'm gonna be here. Anyway, back to this. This is live, work, pose, expose. Let me start this off by saying, on the very first episode, my very first review, I said that Lulu looked like Faith Evans, and then I said that Candy, I couldn't put my finger on where I knew Candy. I went back and I've been catching up on some things, and I realized that Candy is Relevance from Claws, and that made me happy to know. Anyway, into the show. We start the show off where we left off last week with "Can I talk to you?" Patty and Angel sitting down to the IHOP or to the, you know, wherever, and having a doing as Beyonce said, conversate. They're conversating, and basically also like Beyonce said, they, you know, skipped small talk and got right to the chase. And Patty was giving, "Are you effing my man?" and Angel was giving, "Absolutely, every night." Like, it was very much Patty had questions, Angel had answers. It wasn't no tiptoeing around. It wasn't no, "Oh, I didn't know he was married." It was very much, "Yeah, girl, I knew he was married, and that's y'all's problem, not really that's a you issue, not a me issue. That's a y'all issue, not a me issue. I don't have nothing to do with it. Your nigga chased me. That's you and your nigga's problem. It ain't got nothing to do with the dog." And, you know, they were just having a casual conversation, and Patty then says, "Well, why were you in that warehouse with all of those gay men and drag queens?" And Angel was giving, "Girl, because that's my family." You know, she said, "That's my home." And she was like, "You live there?" She was like, "No, girl, that's my family." And she was like, "What? I'm not sure what exactly, because like," and Angel's like, "Girl, those are my people." But like, women can't be drag queens, which is a lie. There are women drag queens. They're few and far between, because male drag queens don't like women to be drag queens. They don't have as much a problem with drag kings, but men generally who do drag don't really want women to dress up in drag. But that's not a me issue. That's them people's issue. That ain't got nothing to do with Kay. But she was giving, you know, women can't be drag queens. Like, that's just, I just don't understand. And what I don't understand is when somebody say, "That's my family," I'd have been like, "Okay, cute girl, cute. You can people, good to know." Like, even if I thought that Angel, because Angel, she's passing. She's a passing queen, legendary. You know, she's got all the traits of a passing girl. But even if I did not think, you know, if I were Patty and I were having a conversation with somebody who was not passing, or was passing, even if they said, "That's my family," I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cute. You just real cool with the gays. Cute. Cute." Like, that's what I would have been given. But Patty was just like, "I just don't understand," to the point where Angel had to be like, "Girl, I'm a transsexual." Like, put 2 and 2 together and come up with the number 4. Like, put 2 over here and then 2 over here, and you just bring them together. 2, 2, 4. Like, just put them together. Like, boom, 4. And then Patty's going, "I don't believe you." And it's like, if someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Like, why would you? If somebody, I've never run across a woman who told, well, I've never run across a woman who just walked up to me with her information, but I've never had a conversation with a woman who was just like, "Hey girl, so trans," and I was like, "Girl, I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe you are a woman, honey. Like, yeah, girl, she's a woman. With the dick or not, she's still a girl. Like, so I don't believe you. Just it was strange to me." And Angel's just like, "So what, you want proof?" And Patty was like, "Yes." And it's like, "Girl, you want her to whip out her penis here at the IHOP, at the Waffle House? Just put it on the table next to your grits? Like, you want her to, eggs, bacon, grits, sausage?" Sis, ma'am, sister, brethren, cousin, niece, what? Like, what, you just gonna come on in here to the bathroom and declothe so I can see? Why for, girl? If she says she has a penis, then she has one. Whether you believe her or not is your business. She ain't. Anyway, girl, so Patty is shook boots. Let me just go and get Patty out the way, because listen, I don't care too much about it. I don't care about Patty and Stan together. I don't care about Stan and his boss together. I like Patty and Angel. That dynamic was cute. I don't mind, I guess, Angel and Stan. I don't really care for it, though. I'd rather see Angel with, you know, her people. But getting Patty out the way, she goes to the doctor, honey, and she's like, can we just test for just all the STDs and the carryings on? And the doctor's like, girl, for what? What's your problem? And Patty is giving, can we just please test for these things? And I'm like, if you can't talk to your physician, you know, where in the hell could you go? Like, if you can't, you know, give your medical doctor your information, I don't understand. But anyway, so the doctor figures out that Stan's cheating, and she's like, okay, well, even if he is cheating, girl, you know, you ain't running the risk for AIDS. Like, AIDS ain't your fight. And then he picks up on that, you know, Stan's got his situation going on. So they test, honey. It'll be 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, I was like, I would have loved to have seen Patty in these 2 weeks, like deliberating and pulling her hair out. But whatever, they just skip ahead to 2 weeks, and you know, Patty ain't got nothing, thankfully. And she calls Stan over to counseling, marriage counseling, but she done been to two classes by herself. So is it really marriage counseling? Is it really? They basically just confront our good niece Stan with, hey girl, so we know, you know, you've been slinging it here and there and with the children. What do you have to say for yourself? And Patty gives, did something happen to you as a child? Like, I don't understand. And he started crying, and I'm like, well, did something happen to him as a child? Like, I mean, it has very little correlation with, you know, homosexuality. Something happening to you as a child really does not equate, you know, you being gay. But this, because the way he just started crying and breaking down, and I just don't know. I was like, did something happen to the boy? What's wrong with him? Somebody get him some tissue. He needs some milk. Help him. Help him. HEPHIM. Help him. But anyway, girl. So he goes on back over to work. Dawson James Vanderbeek is like, so you having trouble with the wife? Rushes him, honey, but just bust him down. Just tackled him, honey. I was like, whoa, oh my goodness, just knocked him on down. They was fighting, honey. James got some good licks in. And you know, he was like, I gave you a raise to pay for your whore and do. And I'm just like, girl, I don't care about this. And so we're gonna move on to the ball. The category is Butch Queen Body. And who walked? Did Ricky walk? I think Ricky walked. And that's basically that. Yeah, Ricky won. He won. I don't remember if he won or won runner-up, but he won. Laith Ashley was there. Laith Ashley was Sebastian, the one that Candy was drooling over, and was giving, you know, I don't care, I love men, I don't care how, you know, how they came to be men. That was towards Laith Ashley. And what was strange to me about that was, did they really have, you know, the type of surgeries that they have today are relatively new, I thought. So for Laith Ashley to have been out there shirtless and giving his, you know, his body rolls and stuff with just these impeccable pecs. Impeccable. I guess they're not impeccable if they're pecs. They're peccable pecs. Because they're pecs. Out here giving body, like the top surgeries of the day, I don't know. Let me stop. But yes, I was happy to see Laith. So Pray Tell, honey, is drunk, boots, playing, what's the song? Love is the reason, the love is the answer. Love something, honey, and just lit, okay? Just, hey, with his cup, hey, play my song again. And everybody's like, girl, we've been listening to the song on repeat for hours on end. Like, can we give us something? You know, the Weather Girls just dropped It's Raining Men. Please give us some, you know, Sylvester just gave us, you know, Do You Want a Funk? Like, something else, please. By all means, something else. Okay, I'm in my mama car and her Bluetooth is still connected to her phone, and she in the house, and so the phone be ringing and it just come on in here, and I just be like, girl, I don't want to talk because you ain't called me, and you don't want to talk because you ain't called me. Anyway, so all of this is going on, honey. Pray Tell is lit, playing the same song over and over, and everybody's over it. After the ball, or during the ball, when Blanca steps out to you know, to go home, I guess, or after the ball, I don't know. Darius walks up and is just giving, you know, are you an angel because you fell out of heaven? Did it hurt? You know, are you from Tennessee because you don't the 10 I see? You know, did it hurt? Just giving you all these corny pickup lines. And Blanca's like, honey, no one has time, okay? I'm booked, I'm busy, I've got children, I've got things. And Darius was like, girl, I don't care. I just want your booty. Like, that's basically what I received immediately. But like, you just want your booty. He don't care about nothing. Anyway, so Lil Poppy walks up and is like, who you? Who is you talking to my mama like this? Like, girl, do we know you? To whom do you belong? Come on, mama. It took his mama on yonder. And Blanca was just like, I told you, I got these children. I can't be worried about you. And they introduce each other, you know. Lil Poppy's like, her name is Blanca and she gotta go. And he tells them that his name is Darius. We go to dinner because everybody's like, we got to talk to Pray Tell because he out here, honey. He is out here. He's doing a lot. He's drinking. He's cussing and fighting and just doing too much. So they called Pray Tell up and said, hey, baby, we got some empanadas over here. Come on over to the house. So he comes on over to the house for dinner. And basically, they're just like, Pray Tell. Pray Tell. Pray Tell, Pray Tell, why are you... Pray Tell, why, Pray Tell, are you out here doing the most? And Pray Tell got mad, child, and was like, all the secrets I have kept for you, to Blanca, all the carrying on and this and that, and I've made you blouses, and this is how you treat me. And Blanca's like, we just worried about you, honey. We ain't really trying to mistreat you. We just worried. And he gets up and reads everybody talking about they need jobs. Told Angel, you know, she's selling her booty hole for coins. I'm hollering at this point because Pray Tell and Electra, I want to see Pray Tell and Electra read each other because those are the only two girls on the show that have a read ready at all times. Everybody else, they'll read you, but it takes them a minute. Pray Tell and Electra, they have a read prepared at all times. I want to see them battle. He just kind of, you know, he drags everybody and then he tiptoes on out. He goes to visit, you know, Costas, his boyfriend, is like, let me tell you what these hoes did. Had me over here for empanadas and tried to, you know, intervene. The nerve. And while that's going on, he's like, he decides, or he talks to the nurse, and I can't remember the nurse's name, but she's been in a lot of stuff. I think she just played herself in everything she owned. But she's like, or Pray Tell tells her, like, can we liven this place up, honey? It's all dark, dreary, and dim. And she's like, girl, we ain't got no money for that. We can't even afford new sheets. We can't afford a new freezer. Like, ain't nobody got time to be trying to liven the place up, girl. And then she says, well, I mean, you an entertainer, you do it. And Pray Tell is like, you know what? I will. And so he goes over to Blanca's job and apologizes for how he was acting and invites Blanca to sing at this little event he gonna throw. And she's like, how you know I can sing? Now, I didn't know that MJ Rodriguez could sing until after last week's episode. Somebody retweeted a video of her singing Where You At by Jennifer Hudson. Deliver, 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 boy. And she was hitting every of the notes. And I said, oh, okay, go off. But anyway, she's like, how you know I can sing? And he's like, girl, you be humming all the time. We can't get you to shut up. Like, we know. And she says, well, I already have a date with Darius, so I'm not going to be able to, you know, make it. But I'm praying for you and wishing you the best. And he's like, all right, whatever. So she goes over, Blanca goes over to, they shopping. Blanca, Candy, Lulu, and some other girls that I don't recognize. They out shopping, honey, and the subject of Darius comes up. Why is my phone? Is it overheating? It's a little warm. We're going to try to speed it up because I'm not here for that. But the subject of Darius comes up, and it's just basically he liked the girls, you know, the trans girls, and you know, that's it. That's that on that. He a player and he loves everybody. All, you know, all of us. We've all slept with him, and that's just that. And Candy like, he got some good, and I'm like, sis, you were just in heat. Candy was in heat the whole episode. So Blanca decides to stand up Darius, and she ends up going over to the event that Pray Tell was throwing. And what was strange to me about this is Pray Tell is the pillar of the gay community from what we can see on this show. He's everywhere. He's cool with everybody. Why was it just him at the function until Blanca got there? Did nobody come to support Pray Tell? That's rude. So, oh child, this scene got in my booty. Like, my whole behind was just quivering by the end. I was shook by the end of this scene. You have Pray Tell standing at the mic. You have, you know, the patients sitting out in their wheelchairs just slumped over and just looking horrible. Just, you know that they are not long for this world. And Pray Tell gets up there and sings one of my favorite songs, Donny Hathaway's For All We Know. And I'm forever unable. He got up there, for all we know we may never meet again, you know, and all of that. And I'm just giving, oh my God, like, oh my God, like crying, right? And so after the song is over and he done slayed us and I'm just, you know, dabbing, just, oh, you know, giving all of that. Blanca's like, yes, go off. He invites her up to the stage. She walks over to the pianist and says, do you have Home in your repertoire? I say, oh, don't do it. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. And she got up there. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I could go back there with the things I've been knowing. Like, she was singing. Both of them was singing down, right? And I mean, we knew Billy Porter could sing. Like, that's not news. But Blanca, from that little clip on Twitter that they were circulating, I was like, okay, she can sing. But she was singing on this episode. And she got overcome with emotion in a moment. And Pray Tell got up there and, you know, helped her finish off the song. They were harmonizing down boots and singing, honey. And I'm just hollering, just, oh my God. I can't believe the vocals, and I can't believe that the people sitting in the audience are not long for this world. And the people singing on the stage may not be long for this world either. They are on their way to Him, Lord. They going up beyond to be with their Lord. Like, I'm crying, right? And then it went to commercial break, and I gathered myself. But child, woo! For all we know. Ah! That takes me out like, who that last scene in Cadillac Record, when Beyonce get up there singing, something told me it was over when I saw you and her talking. Ooh, I missed that note completely. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl, when I saw you and that girl walking around. Ooh, that song there, them three songs right there take me smooth out. Anyway, what else? Pray Tell is sitting there with Costas. He's watching a show, getting his life, cackling boots, and Costas is like, can you turn that off? Pray Tell is like, honey, they got to see how the girls get out the handcuffs. Like, this is funny. Costas is like, look, turn it off. Come sit over here next to Auntie. I got to tell you something. So he turns it off, and Costas is like, look, honey, I know you got the disease. I know you got it from me. This is not good news. I'm not long for the world, honey. For all we know, we may never meet again. So what I want you to do is I want you to mourn. When I die, I want you to cry. Honey, I want you to curse. I want you to scream and have a temper tantrum. And I'm like, yes, mourn me. I'm sitting here like, yeah, when I die, mourn me, honey. Cry, scream, go through. Mourn me. But then he said, for one day. And I said, I'm going to need about a week, maybe 2. Like, mourn me for a while. When I'm gone, honey, I want y'all in shambles. Just, oh, Jesus, no, why? Like, I want all of that. But he said, for one day, then I want you to grab life by the cojones, honey. Get the balls of life and grab them and hold on and do your thing. Fight. Don't be out here just, you know, whimpering and dying. I want you to fight. And literally hours later, Pray Tell is at home. He gets a phone call, and Costas is gone. And that thing hurt me. I sat here and said, for all we know. That took me out though. It took me out. So, you know, basically he goes on down, views the body one last time, and they cremate him. And he's decided he's gonna sprinkle them all up and down 5th. Because he loved to window shop, and so he'll be able to do it for all eternity. So we're going to, oh, one more thing, because I wrote this down, but I ain't talking about it when I was talking about when Stan rushed Dawson. Dawson's Creek got up and told Stan, the guy you're pretending to be doesn't exist. And I'm just like, who? What? What does it mean? Elaborate. Tell me more. I'm lost. What is... Anyway, honey, back at the ball. Pray Tell, they playing the song Love Is The Reason, honey, and he's just, yes, all right. Banji Boy, the category is Banji Boy, and you know, Lil Poppy walks, Lil Poppy wins, and in celebration, Pray Tell says, let's, you know, play another song, give me some Miss Ross, and then you hear, come in, I'm coming, dun, dun, dun. I want the world to know, got to let it show. There's a new me coming now, and let me not, because I'll sit here and sing to y'all for an hour and a half, and some of you will get your lives, and some of you will just thumbs down. Anyway, Love is the Message, not Love is the Answer, Love is the Message was the song, and so they switched over to Coming Out, because that out, when she does that particular out, I be hollering. Darius walks over to who was it, Blanca, and it's basically just giving, you stood me up, and then the girls surround him, and he is cornered, honey, and she's like, you know, just because I ain't been in the game alone, you know, for a while, don't mean I don't know how to play the game. And they send him off, and Candy's still over there, but it's good though. I'm like, Candy, please, please. Angelica Ross slays my existence. Like, I love her. Let me see, Angel. She walking down the street. Angel is legendary, okay? Like, she's like 14 years old, but she's already a legend. And she's walking down the street, honey. And I would love to hear more about Angel's, like, backstory, her family, like her parents and them, and where she come from. Does she have siblings, that whole to do? But Angel is tipping down the street, honey, and this man kind of catcalls her, and she just like, and blows a bubble in her gum and pops it and walks right on into the club. And I'm like, slay us. Slay our existence. We don't deserve. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Very much how I felt when I went to see Janet Jackson live. Like, what favoritism? God favors me. How did I get here? How did we get here? How am I here? Sitting here looking upon Janet. I'm looking at Janet Jackson in her face. I'm looking at Janet Jackson in her forehead, in her ponytail. I'm looking at Janet. How did I get here? I'm sorry, I had to stand for just one moment. For you know, if only for one night. But the Angel walks on, tips on into work, honey, and she goes on into her booth, child, and she got her boa on, and she posing, and the door raises up, child, and look who it is. It's Stanley. It's Stanley, and she has this conflicted look on her face, like she don't know how to feel, and he has a conflicted look on his face, like he don't know how to feel, and I don't know how to feel either. We all just sitting here looking at each other like, how we supposed to feel? How you feel? You feel all right? I feel all right too, I guess. Then I turn to my right. How you feel? You ain't feeling it? I don't know you. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about Angel and Stan. I don't know what I want from them. I just don't know. What I do not want. What I do not want. What I do not want is a Venus extravaganza situation. If Angel turns up dead, I'm rioting. I'm rioting. If Angel die, if any of my faves die, Angel, Pray Tell, Blanca, Electra, she's on my faves, even though she get on my nerves. Candy especially, and Lulu, and the Damon, and Lil Poppy. If any of my faves die, I'm going to lose it. I'ma lose it. I'ma just lose my mind. Nothing we can do. For all we know, Kay may lose her mind. Like, I'm going to just die, basically. I'm gonna be laid over with them. Anyway. This show gets better every episode, and I cannot. I'm shook. And I can't wait for next season. And what I feel like is, ain't nothing gonna happen to Angel this season, because she's already, you know, India Moore's already tweeting about, you know, next season this and that. So, but if we get to next season, honey, and my girl dies, I'm gonna have to square up. Like, I'm gonna have to get real, you know, butch queen like I am today, and square up, because this is just, my faves can't die. Like, I'm not going to allow it. This is not The Walking Dead, sis. So I'm not taking it. We're gonna get on some AZT, get, you know, the medications and the things for AIDS to clear it up, like an outbreak, clear it up. So hopefully, because it's 87, by 90 something, Magic Johnson had contracted and got rid of his AIDS. So if we could just hold out to the 90s, if we could hold out, maybe they could give my girls something. Whatever it is that got shed of Magic Johnson's AIDS, we got to do something, because child. Anyway, that was the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and carry on with me. And I'll see y'all next week for another episode of Pose. Peace.